All right, we'll talk in a bit. Thanks. Okay. Now, we've all seen it. Drivers distracted by their cell phones. They may take up 2 lanes, go too slow, maybe overcorrect occasionally. Well, now the State Patrol is watching for them. Any driver involved in a serious crash in Colorado is being asked if they were using their cell phone. Now, the answer won't get them in trouble. The State Patrol is just keeping track of the information to determine if cell phone use while driving poses a public safety issue. And while most drivers tell the truth, cell phone records can be subpoenaed if necessary. Meanwhile, one state lawmaker wants to crack down on all distracted drivers. A proposed new law would double the penalty for motorists who commit moving violations while distracted. 7 News reporter Hendrik Sabrandi is live in Denver now. And Hendrik, the bill's sponsor is running into opposition already.
He is, and Representative Paul Weissman is trying to make people who use cell phones while driving or listen to iPods or brush their hair or read newspapers or even eat food, and that's a lot to juggle. He wants them to focus a little harder when they're behind the wheel. It's a pet peeve for a lot of folks in this increasingly in-touch, plugged-in digital world.
People on cell phones making lane changes and they're completely unconscious of what they're doing. I know the few times that I've been on the phone or something while I've been driving, I've found myself doing things that I wouldn't normally do.
Representative Paul Weissman thinks drivers are too distracted in general nowadays.
And it's just driven me nuts, and I've always figured if there was an opportunity to address it in a functional way. But make it so that at least we raise the level that people act more responsibly when they do those things.
His bill would double the fines for moving violators who police say were knowingly distracted when they broke the law.
They'll have a visual acknowledgement whether or not the person was talking or whether they were eating or not, and that'll just be a space that they write in a ticket.
I think it's an excellent idea.
House Bill 1006 is another example of nanny statism, where the legislators think they know better how to live your life than you do.
The head of the state Libertarian Party says this law would be nothing more than a revenue generator, that traffic violations are equally serious no matter how they occur.
What's to keep the police force from staking out fast food joints, looking for speeders so that they could double their fines?
And so there's certainly a lot of opposition to this bill, a lot of people also in support of the idea. The bill will come up before a technology subcommittee of the House on Tuesday afternoon. Live in Denver, Hendrik Sabrandi, 7 News.
Yeah, that'll be one to watch. Thanks, Hendrik. Now, we'd like to get your feedback now on this idea. Do you think traffic fines should be doubled for distracted drivers?
Now for more on today's feedback topic. There is a move at the state capitol to double the penalties for drivers who commit moving violations while they're distracted. House Bill 1006 would allow police to ticket motorists who are on cell phones or eating or reading or grooming themselves when they break a traffic law. The sponsor says the bill is aimed at making drivers focus more on, hey, guess what? Driving. The head of the state's Libertarian Party says it's an example of legislators trying to live our lives for us. He is against the idea. Well, we wanted to hear your feedback now on this idea. Do you think the traffic fine should be doubled for distracted drivers? Jose in Denver has already emailed us to say, I have a low income. The last thing I need is another fine. Ella in Littleton says, I would go one step further and just ban the use of cell phones while driving.